most of the time people are getting into this, you don't have a whole lot of A, influence, B, resources, money. You don't have a lot of outlets to purchase equipment because if you're in a prohibitionist
state.
Yeah, a prohibition state, then you're not growing anyway.
You don't have a mentor.
Right? You're not
You've got
growing.
one of us goofs on the internet.
You don't have access to this. You don't have access to good
horrible.
stuff. You don't have access to lights. You don't want them sending stuff to your house because that's just heat. So it makes sense that there's going to be some people that are going to just stick it in a closet, put a little desk light over it, hope to goodness they're going to get a little something, and they would be satisfied because they're going to use whatever they can. The lizard light. Yeah, the little lizard light. The heat warming light. So
the lot lizard.
Using the bare minimum is very important. I also agree with what Rob said is I do believe that a bare minimum light would be like a quantum board 100 watt. I think is what it is, a 100 watt series or something.
You can get 100 watts.
I think it's 100 watts for $100.
Quantum board.
I'm not.
It's a fun fact. That's
sorry.
HLG only.
Quantum theory.
Copyright HLG. So call it LED board.
LED board.
Oh, that's the truth.
I don't know if
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
HLG.
All right. Well,
Copyright
LED board. Like there's a lot of those that are very cheap.
I thought people said that just sounded dumb.
They're like $60 on Amazon now. These LED boards, and those will get you through a grill.
They grow pretty good bud. I've seen people grow stuff that I'm like, damn, this was with that light. Like, yeah, dude.
Bro, it's a quality light. It's a quality light.
A lot of it's those give and takes things. It's like adding an accessory to a arms piece. We'll say. I don't want to get shut down by YouTube. Or it's like adding something cool to your vehicle. It can help. It'll help performance overall. Cool air intake on your sports vehicle. Great. Do you need it? No. Will it help? Yes, absolutely. Something with better heat sink and that's going to have better heat disbursement and light disbursement, of course, way better. But if you're just trying to get just enough to make it work so you can avoid the dispensary or avoid the plug that's trying to get you fent to, it's better off to just get something cheap and get it going. But on the flip side, that outdoor area can still have things going. You could maybe do a little bit on a very cheap light to get you going for vegging inside in just a random space. I've got a buddy who does this and then composts all year, then takes it outside and puts these decent sized, very healthy small plants. Like they're probably, not tiny. They're probably 3-4 feet tall out of the pot. So they're good sized plants. But for outside, starting at that in Michigan is huge. Then all of his nutrients are just compost over the year. It's literally just worm bin with scraps. Like it's the most byproduct, cheap, easy, affordable way to live. And so he uses a little bit of the very budget indoor. It's like like your bathroom. It looks just like your bathroom.
Ghetto? Yeah, I get it.
Not your main bathroom. The studio, our bathroom, bathroom.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because
composting is a good one.
Yeah, dude, and that's going to save you a lot of money.
I like the idea. Quick before you do get into composting, because I think it's a great topic of discussion. The idea of using CFLs. The fact that you just mentioned you would start a veg indoors and then move it outdoors. That's when I think the conversation of CFLs is totally reasonable. Because for relatively budget, CFLs are getting expensive, but for relatively budget, you could strap 4, 5, 6 CFLs that you probably already have around the house. The wife's makeup mirror is going to be a little darker for her, but whatever. You could get a solid veg stage or at least a real good propagation area with a good CFL setup before you moved them outside. I think that's a really good point. Really good point.
This FTS clip was brought to you by AC Infinity, leaders in garden innovation. Use discount code TheStash15 at checkout to save some money on your order.
From the Stash Podcast.